Okay, you know that feeling when you find a shortcut that's just so incredibly effective, it honestly feels a little bit illegal to know about it? Well, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down 10 entirely free AI websites that are basically absolute productivity cheat codes for your daily workflow. If you're looking to move faster and just get a whole lot more done, you are absolutely in the right place.
Look, we all know the grueling American corporate grind, right? The endless busy work, the late nights, the manual formatting, the soul-crushing data entry. We've kind of been conditioned to think that working hard means doing everything the absolute hardest way possible. But what if you could just bypass all that busy work? What if you could actually work smart? By the time we finish up here, you're going to have a totally new arsenal of tools. Actually, stick around because I'm going to drop a tool a bit later that solves a massive, incredibly frustrating creative problem, diagramming complex ideas, and it literally does it in seconds.
All right, so let's dive into friction number one, research and consumption accelerated. Every single day, we get totally bogged down trying to read, digest, and verify just massive amounts of information. And let's be real, traditional search these days, it just brings bloated ads, SEO spam, and sketchy links where you're clicking through 10 pages just to find one usable fact. Enter Perplexity. It is the ultimate Google replacement, and it cuts straight through the noise. Let's say you need to research the economic impact of the 2020 chip shortage. You just ask Perplexity, and it instantly reads the web and synthesizes a beautifully structured answer for you. And the absolute best part? Every single claim comes with a clickable footnote. It fact-checks itself in real time and gives you the exact receipts. Honestly, it's instant expertise with practically zero effort.
But hey, what if the info you need isn't actually on the public web? What if it's your own private, messy data? Well, that brings us to NotebookLM, which is powered by Google's advanced AI. You can literally drag and drop massive PDF files, your own chaotic meeting notes, or super long-form articles right into this tool. And once it's uploaded, you can essentially interview your own data. You can ask it something super specific like, hey, what are the three main flaws in the author's argument on page 42? And it'll give you a precise answer based entirely on the files you just gave it. It's basically like having a genius-level personal tutor who has perfectly memorized every single piece of your material.
And sometimes you just don't have the time to sit at a desk and stare at a 20-page wall of text. For those moments, we've got ElevenReader. You just listen on the go. ElevenReader actually converts any document or reading list into incredibly natural-sounding audio. And no, this isn't that robotic, clunky text-to-speech from like 5 years ago. It actually understands pacing, it gets tone. You can throw your required reading right into the app and crush your workload while you're hitting the gym or stuck in commuter traffic.
Moving right along to friction number 2, the blank page.
Because man, there is nothing worse than staring at a blinking cursor when you need to do some deep thinking, build out a strategy, or draft a really complex document. If you've used standard AI chatbots for writing, you know the drill. You usually get these cheesy AI cliches and super robotic phrasing. But Claude? Claude completely flips the script. It's an exceptional creative copilot that's specifically designed for deep thinking. Get this, you can paste an enormous, rambling research transcript into Claude, and it won't lose the context at all. It breaks down massive reports and actually helps you brainstorm authentic content that flows well, giving you really nuanced, natural long-form output. Now, obviously, we can't talk about AI assistants without talking about the heavy hitter that started it all, ChatGPT. But here's the thing, most people are genuinely only using a fraction of its actual power. ChatGPT isn't just a basic writing assistant, it's an absolute powerhouse if you actually know how to prompt it. You can literally ask it to write a complex Python script to automate sorting all those messy files on your desktop, and it will build it flawlessly. You can use it as a high-level business consultant or even ask it to simplify highly advanced technical topics into plain English. It is and remains an absolute staple in any modern workflow. Okay, let's tackle friction number 3, instant visuals and pro presentations. We all know the steep learning curve of visual design, right? Making things look professional is incredibly frustrating if you don't have a design background. I mean, think about it. How many hours of your life have you lost just staring at blank templates, trying to manually align text boxes so they don't look terrible? Gamma completely eliminates that entire process. You just type in a prompt, say, create a pitch deck for a futuristic sustainable streetwear brand, and you just hit go. In literally minutes, Gamma automatically builds out sleek slides, picks a fantastic aesthetic color palette, and inserts relevant visuals. It looks professionally designed right out of the gate, and you can just tweak it on the fly. Okay, remember earlier when I mentioned that tool that solves a massive creative problem in seconds? Well, here it is, Napkin AI. If you have ever tried to explain a complex business strategy or a messy supply chain process, you know that people absolutely need visuals to understand it.
With Napkin AI, you literally just paste your raw text into the app. That's it. The AI reads it, structures it, and instantly translates it into professional mind maps and flowcharts. It handles all the heavy lifting of visual structuring, making your project stand out completely effortlessly. 2. That is the exact number of seconds it takes for our next tool, Remove.bg, to completely isolate a subject from a totally cluttered background. We've all been there. You take a great photo only to realize the background is a messy room or just incredibly distracting. Back in the day, you needed real, serious photo editing skills to fix that. Now, you just drag the photo into Remove.bg, wait 2 seconds, and boom, you have a crisp, perfectly clean cutout that's ready for e-commerce, presentations, or profile pictures. And speaking of zero editing skills required, let's talk about Canva AI's new Magic Studio. Almost everyone uses Canva, but so many people are somehow missing out on these jaw-dropping new features. You can generate completely unique images just from text, or create full social media layouts with a single click. You can even take a photo of a model in a plain t-shirt, brush over the shirt, type leather jacket, and the AI instantly and realistically swaps the object. It literally gives you the power of a full design studio without any of the steep learning curve. All right, on to friction number 4, multimedia production. Now, this is arguably the most mind-blowing category of them all. We are actually at a point where you can generate completely original, high-quality audio productions that, frankly, previously would have required a massive budget and a full recording studio. Enter Suno. And guys, Suno doesn't just make generic background elevator music. From a simple text prompt, it generates the beat, the melodies, the instruments, and full human vocals with actual lyrics. You could literally type in a prompt for an aggressive 90s hip-hop track about being stuck in an elevator on a Monday morning, and Suno will generate a super catchy studio-quality track in seconds. Whether you need royalty-free music for your content or you just want to experiment and have some fun, the technology here is advancing so rapidly, it is easily one of the most entertaining and powerful tools on the internet right now. So that brings us to our final section.
Working smarter, not harder.
As we bring this explainer to a close, let's just take a step back and look at the big picture here. We've covered tools that research, read, write, design, diagram, and produce literal full audio tracks. These aren't just fun novelties. They are actual cheat codes for modern workflow efficiency. But the absolutely crucial point to remember is this. AI isn't here to replace you, but the people who know how to use it, they are definitely going to move faster than the ones who don't. You don't need to master all 10 of these websites today, but integrating just 1 or 2 of these tools into your daily routine, it's going to save you hours of grueling manual work every single week.
Which really brings us to our final question for you. Which workflow are you going to upgrade first? Seriously, which of these 10 tools surprised you the most? Don't just watch this explainer and then go right back to doing things the hard way. Pick one tool, test it out today, and start reclaiming your time. Because the future of work isn't about working harder, it's all about working smarter. Just think about what you could build with all those extra hours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Stay productive and keep pushing those boundaries.